Hey everyone, all things miserable. Welcome back to a brand new reaction video. And today we've got Tom MacDonald. He is back with a brand new song called Names. And you know, when Tom drops, so are we. We're here too. So, hey, it's true though, right? So we're gonna do some more stuff, but you know, we've been pretty busy. So I'm ready.
I'm ready, baby.
I'm ready. That's all I gotta say. I'm working on it. I'm working on keeping this.
Working on knocking down those.
But don't worry, we've got some funny ideas for stuff though. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Calm down.
30 seconds,
All right, you ready?
baby. 30 seconds.
You ready? All right, 3, 2, 1, boom.
They gon' try to call you names, label you with things till you're ashamed. You're a sexist or a racist, white supremacist or gay. They'll attack your reputation, claim that you're the one to blame, and try to make you.
Hold on now.
Sorry.
When you mess with that, you mess with everything. You mess with this too. You know that, right?
I forgot. Hopefully it didn't mess
yourself
it
for
up.
ways that you behave. They're just names. Embrace
We
them,
sat
they'll
here
never cause you.
for so long. We're gonna back it up. We sat here for so long, figuring out how to figure out through this audio, and he just possibly messed all over it. There we go. Reboot.
They gon' try to call you names, label you with things till you're ashamed. You're a sexist or a racist, white supremacist or gay. They'll attack your reputation, claim that you're the one to blame, and try to make you hate yourself for ways that you behave. They're just names. Embrace them and they'll never cause you pain. They're just words that another person thought up in their brain. They're just names. They do not define you, that's insane, and they'll just call you something different if you change.
The first thing that comes to my mind when hearing this stuff is like cyberbullying. Is the first thing, right? Sorry, I'm going back.
I know, you're all the way back at the beginning.
Yeah, no, I can skim through it. So it's like cyberbullying, right? The people online that call you all these names, not knowing a thing about you, it just doesn't matter, right? That's what he's saying. And I know it's hard. It's easier said than done to not let something bother you when it could, especially if it's like an insecurity or something. It's just, but it just doesn't mean anything.
Well, the thing is with this stuff that goes on online, especially, and this is more the context I think it's in, because it's like open season. Like somebody can pull one little excerpt from all the videos we do, and I mean, all of y'all that follow us and watch our videos pretty regularly, you know how we feel about things, and there's not a single little speck of our thing where you can just pull that out and say that defines us as people. And so, they'll do that. They'll take it completely out of context, and then they'll get their own following of people who think exactly like they do to then stamp it all over it, and then it's just out there. And it's just crazy, and so many different people do this stuff. I mean, sometimes the names apply to some people, but the problem is when you call everybody that, it's like The Incredibles. I don't know if y'all watched that show, but the bad guy at the end is. Can I finish the thought?
Sorry.
The bad guy in The Incredibles, the first Incredibles movie, says something towards the end, is that when everybody's special, then nobody is. It's the same way with these words. If everybody's this, then nobody is. The words have a powerful meaning, but if you use them all the time, they lose their meaning. So it's like they've downgraded the heaviness of these words because they use them all the time for any little minor infraction, at least an infraction in their eyes. So
Tying in The Incredibles, that's crazy.
hey man,
I mean, it worked. It's a good quote though. Good quote though. All right,
special than no one is. All right, go.
Racist, white supremacist or gay. They'll attack your reputation, claim that you're the one to blame, and try to make you hate yourself for ways that you behave. They're just names. Embrace them and they'll never cause you pain. They're just words that another person thought up in their brain. They're just names. They do not define you, that's insane, and they'll just call you something different if you change. Call me racist, I don't make no BLM donations. I can stand with black folks without a branded corporation. All this systemic prejudice, if you live in this nation, you privileged, black or Caucasian. Call me transphobic, but I support you in your policies. I just can't ignore the very basics of biology. All I see is men and women trying to live in harmony, not 100 genders that you wanna be. Call me snowflake, cause I'm offended, I ain't stone-faced. Social justice warriors destroying us with woke ways. Mad because they voted for the POTUS with the most hate. Man, I miss the old days. Call me loser, call me bigot, call me stupid, call me bitter, call me ugly, call me cracker, call me doucher, call me triggered. You can call me what you want, cause at the end of the day, man, they're just names. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. We ain't tripping cause we heard it all before. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no pain. Your words ain't gonna hurt us anymore. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. Y'all are tripping, but I hope you find the Lord. Give a damn about the names, dog. try to call you names, label you with things till you're ashamed. Repeat it till you really start believing what they say. They gon' stamp it on.
Didn't work.
It glitched. It glitches.
It glitches sometimes.
Yeah.
I think something I just wanted to kind of say in addition to that is something I was kind of saying earlier is sometimes those names do apply, like some, you know, and that's one of the problems we have, and it's that line has become so blurred that now that, like, I'm not against somebody just because I don't condone their lifestyle. I don't want them to suffer, or I don't want them to not have any human rights, or I don't want them to have medical care, or I don't want them to have whatever, and they've lumped all that together. Not agreeing, like there's a lot of you out there that may not agree with my lifestyle, and that's okay. I'm not going to label you some type of name or ism or obic, so that just because you don't, you know, that's fine. You're not the one living it. Well, it's like I'm not the one living their life. You want to live your life as a different, I don't care. It's just, that's fine. It doesn't make me transphobic though if I just don't condone it, if I don't acknowledge it. Like, how far into this do I get pulled? How far into your life do I get pulled into? You know, that's violate my own personal life, my own personal privacy, my own personal belief system. So once you cross into that, it doesn't matter anymore. I can be how I want to be too. It's like, I don't know. It's like they need this a lot of people need this validation. Your validation, everyone watching this video, your validation should come from nobody else but yourself. Not me, not him, not somebody on Twitter or somebody on social media. That's not where your validation should come from. And that's what it seems to be, is a lot of people are just seeking this validation from everybody. And if you don't, then you're the obic, you know, you're the ism. And that's just it. It's not because I just disagree with how you're living your life. It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't register with me that me not validating your existence is a problem for you. You shouldn't need that. You shouldn't want that. That shouldn't be your goal, is to get validation from other people who you don't even know. It just, I don't know, boggles the mind.
Yeah.
I'm mind boggled.
Mind boggled.
All right.
Yeah, I'm back to that.
Repeat it till you really start believing what they say. They gon' stamp it on your forehead and scream it till you break. They love to say they woke, they not awake. They're just names, afraid of anyone who ain't the same. So they classify your thoughts as controversial,
like that
not
hoodie.
okay. Then they cancel you till everything you have all gets erased. They trying to tell the world you bad, they're just names. Call me conservative or liberal, Republican or Democrat. I'm somewhere in the middle, but y'all don't know what to do with that. The system got you so obsessed with classifying right or left. You never call a person human, call them names instead. Call me sexist. Men run the world cause they're aggressive, but behind every man there's a woman just as successful. We will never be equal in every way, that ain't helpful. Our differences are why we're great together. Call me white devil.
I've said that how many times in the past?
Yeah.
That there's reasons why men or women are not exactly equal, not under law or not under rights, which of course that was a problem for a long time. But we're not equal in our gifts. We're not equal in what we bring to the world, because we both have weaknesses. And the purpose of the other, in my opinion, my very humble but correct opinion, is that we bring each other weaknesses
The definition of an opinion.
and that's what it is. Like, my wife and I, we're a team. There's things she does better than I do, and there's things I do better than her does. And when one of us is than her does, she does, I speak English. Is just I bring up her weaknesses, she brings up mine, and we have to understand that and recognize that her and I are not equal in that regard, and we never will be. We can make each other better. We make each other whole. So
that doesn't even have to be a gender thing.
It's not a gender thing. It's a companion thing. Most like if you're gay or whatever, and you have a partner, that partner is not going to be strong at the same things you are. And I mean, that's just a human thing. Yeah, it's a human thing. So it's not just that. We just have a power server or something?
No, it just does that. It's annoying.
All right. So back to it.
I'm gonna back it up a little bit. I don't know if I backed it up. I can't remember.
We're great together. Call me white devil. I know you think the system favors me. My privilege is residual benefits from the slavery. Subconscious prejudice embedded in the system made for me. Don't mean I never struggled to survive. I guess we ain't agree. Ignorant and jaded. Call me dumb, uneducated. Call me idiot or redneck or delusional or crazy. Call me anything society has taught you to say. Cause at the end of the day, they're just names. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing. We ain't tripping cause we heard it all before. Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no pain. Your words ain't gonna hurt us anymore.
Yeah, I really like that video.
Call us names, dog. Do your sticks and your stones might break my bones.
Sticks and
but
stones,
your
baby.
words
That's a good
don't
one.
hurt.
So give me your worst.
Stupid loser, ugly poser, moron, liar, crazy loner. Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing.
We ain't tripping cause we heard it all before.
Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no pain.
Your words ain't gonna hurt us anymore.
Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing.
Y'all are tripping, but I hope you find the Lord.
Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no shame.
Call us anything you want, I'm getting bored.
There's a new name there.
Yeah, what was that? Go back to that.
Jared Potter, is that what it said? Yeah. I did see that Tom's sister was starting to help him out a lot more than like he's been crediting her on his Instagram and stuff. This song is gonna resonate with a lot of people, and that's just what he does. That's every song he's ever put out.
I think there's a significant amount of people that are overly concerned about not speaking their opinion because they don't want to get one of these labels. And I mean, there is a fine line between somebody just calling you something and whether or not you actually should
Deserve it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you deserve it or not. But that's just how we've gotten. I see it. I mean, you all see it all the time. Just Tom gets all this hate. I'm sure. I'm sure his face is literally.
I see
plastered on.
so much hate on him
Yeah.
all the time on Twitter, on sometimes even some of his own videos. Not like now they. Oh my goodness, the good comments outweigh the bad ones significantly. But I see so much hate on this guy, and I see so much hate on other people that I enjoy watching or listening to, and it doesn't. At the end of the day, an opinion is just an opinion. It really doesn't matter. Like it really doesn't. If it's not affecting you in any sort of harmful way, I don't see why you should care that much about it. It's just not. That's just not the way I think at all. So if someone else has a different opinion of me, I'm not just gonna hate them because of that at all.
A part of it is where do you find your own self-worth? Do you find it on the internet? I mean, a lot of people, and especially this newer, younger generation, I mean, his age group especially, that's where they get it from a lot of times. Like, and if that is what you need to identify your self-worth, or you need that validation, like I was saying earlier, then yeah, you're in for you're gonna suffer with that. You're gonna have a lot of ebbs and flows, and you're gonna have that anyway. But it's just gonna be worse, and it's gonna be drastic. So I would find other ways to find that validation. Really, the only people that matter are the people close to you, and yourself. Your own opinion of yourself. It just feels like we're always looking somewhere else for that, and that's not where it comes from. It comes from here. The three most important opinions about me come from inside this house, and that's him, his brother, and my wife. That's it. Nobody else really. I don't really give a fuck. Just to put it mildly. I'm stubborn like that. I'm a little bit older, so I don't know if there's
That probably has a factor.
part of the upbringing. Younger generation. Even with your close friends, most of the time you interact with them online. Whether it's gaming or the Instas,
Twitter,
the
Snapchat,
Insta Twitter,
Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat.
I mean, even the close friends interact differently than we did growing up. So it's I don't know. It's just something programmed in the mind there. So it's just different. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I bothered to. I put in a little effort to try to research that kind of stuff because the psychology behind it interests me. Like his needs, what motivates him, his needs, and what validates him is different than what validates me. And that's a difference in upbringing, a difference in time, a difference in technology.
In different eras, yeah.
I study this a lot on what motivates boomers who are, of course, retiring from the workforce, or in a lot of cases passing away. They're older. Then you've got the Generation Xers, and then you got the Millennials, and then you got the Zs. And so every group is motivated by very different means. And like in my line of work, I have people from 3 different groups currently working for me. and they're all very different, and they all have their strengths and weaknesses. So the mentality that goes behind them is what I have to study, because what I say to a 45-year-old that works for me is going to be way different than what I say to a 25-year-old that works for me, and how I motivate them is going to be very different. But I understand that, and we as society just don't, as a whole. A lot of these younger generations out there that post these videos and these memes and stuff, they're not going to be motivated by the same things that you are as a 50-year-old. You know, it's just different. Yeah. And you have to bother to learn with it. And you can say no generation has it just right. I mean, X is the best, but, you know, still, again, humble but correct opinion.
Yeah.
That's my new phrase, by the way. Humble but correct opinion.
Sure. Right.
Anyway, it's a good song. It's pretty smooth.
Yeah. Nice flow.
Some good things in it. That's all I got. I mean, the chorus is all right. You know, it's chorus. I think is sometimes the weakest part of the songs. It's solid. Yeah, it's okay.
No, sometimes it's the best.
Yeah.
For me, sometimes it's the best. But, you know, I enjoyed it. I can say that.
I did enjoy it. It's more of a, you can kind of just sit back and listen to this one a little bit.
Yeah. I added it to my playlist in a minute. Yeah. All right. Well, if you've nothing else to say, that has been Tom MacDonald Names.
We may add in a few of our outtakes from getting ready.
Dude, oh my goodness.
We
sat here for 5 minutes, 10 minutes trying to figure this out, and we recorded some of it because we had to test the audio, and some of it was pretty funny. So I'll see if it's funny enough to put it in.
We may clip some of it at the end. What, you won't put it at the end of the video?
Yeah, we'll put it at the end.
Yeah, so you can just.
I'll put something in the beginning to say if you want to see something funny, stick around. If it's funny enough. All right.
It's just us being us.
It's crazy.
The things that happen in this house.
All right. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, please like, subscribe. Let us know what you want us to do next, and we'll look into it. So, you got anything else to say?
Good, baby.
All right. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Peace.